Chosen one, listen carefully. You didn't arrive here by accident. This moment was arranged. Timelines aligned, distractions fell away, and heaven narrowed its focus. So this message could reach you. Something deep in your spirit already knows this. That quiet tightening in your chest, that sudden stillness around you, that feeling of I was meant to hear this now. This is not random. This is recognition. Time is collapsing, chosen one, and there are only moments left before everything you thought was delayed begins to move. You've been walking through shadows longer than most, carrying unanswered prayers, fighting unseen battles, smiling when your spirit was exhausted. You questioned yourself in silence, wondering why progress felt slow, why doors stayed closed, why your calling seemed postponed while others moved freely. But what if the delay wasn't denial? What if it was a divine investigation? Heaven making sure that timing was perfect before release? And chosen one, before we go deeper, pause for a moment, hit subscribe, and comment if your spirit is already responding. Because this message is about to speak directly to you. This isn't a habit or a click, it's alignment. A signal that you're present, awake, and ready for what's unfolding. Here is the revelation. God says 2026 will change everything. Not gently, not slowly, but suddenly. What didn't move before will move fast. What felt locked will unlock without resistance. The universe is shifting gears, accelerating timelines that were held back for your protection. Light is breaking through places that stayed dark for years. The pressure you felt wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You weren't stuck, you were being positioned. Chosen one, heaven has been watching closely. Every tear counted, every setback recorded. Every moment you chose faith over bitterness mattered. And now the season is changing. Purpose is coming out of hiding. Opportunities will recognize you. Connections will align without forcing. What once required effort will now respond to obedience. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing activating. If you're hearing this now, it's because preparation time is ending. The last seconds of waiting are collapsing into movement. Stay focused. Stay aligned. Do not doubt what your spirit already knows. A hidden truth is about to surface, one that explains why everything unfolded the way it did. Chosen one, your shift is closer than you think, and what's coming cannot be stopped. Chosen one, have you felt it? That subtle but unmistakable shift in the air, as if time itself has changed its rhythm around you. Days feel heavier yet faster. Moments blur together. What once dragged now seems to rush forward. This is not anxiety, and it is not imagination. Time is accelerating, and it is doing so with purpose. What felt slow, stuck, or endlessly delayed is about to move, swiftly, precisely, and in your favor. God is not late. He is compressing time. There were seasons when progress felt impossible. You waited while others advanced. You prepared while nothing outwardly changed. You wondered why every step took so long, why every breakthrough felt just out of reach. But chosen one, delay was never disinterest. It was alignment. Heaven was stacking events, arranging encounters, and building capacity within you. What once required years of endurance was training you for moments of acceleration. Now the pace is changing. When God compresses time, movement feels sudden. What you struggled to unlock with effort will respond to obedience. What once demanded patience will now require discernment. You may feel life speeding up, not chaotically, but decisively. This acceleration has direction, it has intention. It is not about overwhelming you. It is about positioning you exactly where you need to be at exactly the right moment. Have you noticed how conversations are shifting? How opportunities are appearing unexpectedly? How clarity is coming faster than before? These are early signals of accelerated alignment. The universe is no longer stretching lessons across years. It is delivering them in moments. And because you've already done the inner work, because you've survived the slow seasons, you are ready to move at this new pace. Chosen one, what once took years of waiting will now take minutes of courage. What once required repeated attempts will now click into place. You will look back and wonder how things changed so quickly, But you won't be confused. You'll recognize it as divine timing activating. The waiting built your roots. The acceleration reveals your harvest. This is why calm is essential now. When time speeds up, panic scatters clarity. Stay grounded, stay aligned. Let discernment guide your decisions, not urgency. God is not rushing you, He is advancing you. There is a difference. Advancement feels fast but stable. It feels purposeful, not reckless. So let me ask you, chosen one, are you ready to move when doors open without resistance? Are you prepared to receive what aligns quickly instead of chasing what resists? This season will reward awareness. Pay attention to what flows. Notice what resolves itself without force. That is where heaven is working. Time is no longer against you. It is cooperating with your calling. The clock that once seemed frozen is now moving forward in your favor and with precision. And this acceleration is only the beginning. Chosen one, listen closely. There were moments when you begged for movement and were met with silence. Doors stayed shut no matter how faithfully you knocked. Answers didn't come when you needed them most. And in those long pauses, doubt crept in. You asked yourself if you had misheard God, if your faith wasn't strong enough, or if your path had somehow been abandoned. But hear this now with clarity and peace. Those delays were never denials. They were divine restraint, careful, intentional, and loving. Every pause you experienced was protection disguised as stillness. God was holding things back not to frustrate you, but to keep you from entering seasons that would have cost you more than you could afford at the time. You didn't see the unseen variables. You didn't know what would have broken you, distracted you, or derailed your calling. Heaven did. So the universe pressed pause while your spirit was being strengthened, refined, and prepared. In 2026, something changes. The hold lifts, not abruptly but decisively. The lesson has been completed. The growth has taken root. What once refused to move will begin to loosen, almost effortlessly. You'll notice that conversations go differently. Resistance fades. People who couldn't meet you halfway suddenly understand. Circumstances that felt locked will open without force. This is not coincidence. It is confirmation that the timing is now aligned. Chosen one, do you realize how much strength you gained in the waiting? How much clarity was born in the silence? Delays trained your discernment. They taught you patience without bitterness and faith without guarantees. Now you're no longer asking for things that would harm you. You're aligned with what can sustain you. That is why movement is safe now. When divine delays break, it doesn't feel chaotic. It feels relieving. It feels like exhaling after holding your breath for too long. You won't need to chase what's meant for you. What belongs to you will recognize you, and what once required constant effort will respond to alignment instead. This is a season of release, not struggle, of flow, not force. Trust what begins to move naturally. Pay attention to what no longer resists. God is not testing you now. He is rewarding your endurance. The pause did its job. The protection has fulfilled its purpose. So ask yourself, chosen one, can you let go of resentment toward the waiting? Can you bless the delays that saved you from harm you couldn't see? Because as 2026 unfolds, you will understand why nothing happened before. And when it does, you'll realize this truth. Nothing was ever taken from you. It was simply being kept safe until you were ready to receive it. Chosen one, have you noticed that some things in your life no longer fit? That certain relationships feel strained, opportunities feel hollow, or environments that once felt safe now feel limiting? That isn't failure, and it isn't punishment. It's divine repositioning. God is moving you, not just forward, but differently. He is rearranging the pieces of your life to match the greater version of who you are becoming, to align you with your purpose, and to place you exactly where you are meant to thrive. Think about it. How many times have you felt out of place, even in situations you worked hard to create? How many times have you sensed a quiet resistance around you, as if life itself was nudging you away from something that wasn't meant for you? That resistance was protection in disguise. God is intentional with positioning. Every shift, every subtle nudge, every person who walks away from your life, And every door that closes without explanation is a sign that your calling is too precious to be diluted by the wrong environment, the wrong energy, or the wrong people. In 2026, that repositioning accelerates. God is not merely moving you along the same path you've always been on. He is moving you to a different path, one that aligns fully with your destiny. The friendships that once kept you comfortable may fade. The jobs or roles that held you back may disappear. The circumstances that no longer serve your calling will dissolve. And as these old structures fall away, new alignments will appear. New opportunities, new people, and new spaces will open up where your spirit can expand freely, where your gifts are recognized, and where your purpose can fully manifest without obstruction. Ask yourself this, chosen one. How often has staying in a familiar place felt safe but stagnant? How often have you forced yourself into roles or relationships that didn't nourish your calling simply because they were known? The truth is, you were never meant to remain in spaces that didn't honor your divine potential. God is gently but firmly steering you away from what restricts you so that you can step fully into what amplifies you. This is not loss, it is preparation. This is not chaos, it is alignment. Repositioning is not always easy. It can feel isolating. It can feel uncomfortable, but discomfort is the companion of growth. Every adjustment, every change, and every moment of uncertainty is a sign that your spirit is being elevated to a level you could not reach otherwise. What may seem like a sudden removal or separation is actually a divine placement, a precise relocation to where your presence will be most powerful, most influential, and most aligned with your destiny. Chosen one, do you feel it? That pull in your chest, that quiet awareness that life is asking you to step differently, to release, to trust, to follow. That is God's hand moving you into alignment. And when you step into this new position, when the noise fades and clarity takes its place, you will understand that every separation, every shift, every repositioning was mercy. It was preparation. It was the universe ensuring that your calling is not just protected, but perfectly realized. So I ask you now, are you ready to be moved, chosen one? Are you ready to release what no longer serves you and step fully into where you truly belong? Because God is not merely advancing you. He is placing you exactly where your life, your gifts, and your destiny will finally resonate in harmony with the divine plan. The repositioning has begun, and it is leading you to the next level of your purpose. Chosen one, have you ever felt like life has been holding something back from you? Like there's a realm of opportunity just beyond your reach, but no matter how hard you tried, the doors stayed locked? That sense of yearning, of almost touching something greater, was not a mistake. It was preparation. It was timing. And now, chosen one, those hidden doors are beginning to open. The opportunities you didn't even know existed are stepping into view, because the universe has been waiting for the perfect alignment of your mindset, your strength, and your awareness. You are ready now. For so long, these doors were invisible. You may have felt stuck, as if everything you desired was just out of reach. You may have questioned yourself, doubted your purpose, or wondered if life was passing you by. But there is a reason you didn't see what was coming before. Your spirit wasn't ready. Your understanding wasn't calibrated to the level required to handle what lay beyond. And now, chosen one, that has changed. Your patience, your faith, and your endurance have matured into readiness. The timing is exact. The alignment is precise. Heaven has held these doors in waiting, not to deny you, but to protect the sanctity of what you are about to receive. Ask yourself this: how many times have blessings tried to find you, only to slip away because the universe knew you weren't ready? How often have you looked back and realized that what you wanted most would have overwhelmed you if it had arrived too soon? That is the wisdom behind these hidden doors. They are not random, they are sacred. They are designed to reveal themselves only when your consciousness, courage, and clarity have reached the threshold required to receive them fully. In chosen one, that threshold has been reached. The doors that are opening now carry more than just opportunity, they carry destiny. They are gateways to growth, influence, and alignment with your calling. What you step into through these openings will not be accidental. It will be divinely orchestrated. These doors are the answer to prayers you've spoken quietly, the culmination of lessons learned in silence, the reward for persistence in faith when nothing seemed to move. The universe is presenting you with access because you are now prepared to walk through with intention, strength, and clarity. And here's the secret. These doors won't just open for anyone. They open for those who have been tested, refined, and positioned correctly. They respond to readiness, chosen one. They respond to alignment, discernment, and an awareness of your true calling. Everything you have endured, every pause, every setback, every moment of struggle was designing your consciousness to recognize these doors when they appeared. What once remained invisible is now within reach, and what you step through will shape the course of your destiny in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. So I ask you, chosen one, are you ready to walk forward into what has been patiently waiting for you? Are you ready to receive what aligns with your highest purpose? What resonates with the essence of your spirit? Because the hidden doors are no longer hidden, the timing is no longer delayed. And as they open, they will not just change your circumstances, they will elevate your calling, clarify your path, and reveal the magnificent alignment the universe has been preparing for you. Your moment is here, the doors are opening. Step through, chosen one, and claim what has been divinely reserved for you. Chosen one. Have you felt it? That quiet whisper in your spirit, that subtle awareness that something has been repeating in your life over and over again without relief. Old cycles of struggle, confusion, and emotional exhaustion. Patterns you thought you had outgrown, only to find them resurfacing. Moments that left you drained, relationships that felt like battles, opportunities that seemed to repeat the same lessons. Chosen one, take a moment to recognize this truth. These cycles are ending. What once held power over you will no longer have dominion. The universe is drawing a line, closing chapters, and preparing you for something wholly new. For so long, you may have felt trapped in survival mode. Life demanded your endurance, your patience, and your constant vigilance. You wondered why the same lessons kept appearing, why the same disappointments resurfaced, why emotional exhaustion seemed endless. And now, chosen one, the truth reveals itself. These patterns were never permanent. They were there to teach, to strengthen, to prepare your spirit. But now the preparation is complete. The cycles are concluding. The old repetitions, the loops that made you feel stuck, are being broken by divine timing. Ask yourself this: how much energy have you spent navigating situations that seemed unchanging, climbing hills that appeared endless, facing challenges that seemed to echo themselves? Every ounce of effort, every tear shed, every moment of questioning and persistence has led you here, to the breaking point where the old can finally fall away. Heaven has been orchestrating this closure quietly, but deliberately. The lessons are complete, the protection is in place, and the way forward is clear. What does this mean, chosen one? It means the struggle that once defined your days will no longer dictate your reality. Confusion that clouded your decisions will give way to clarity. Emotional fatigue that weighed down your spirit will lift, replaced by a sense of peace that you've longed for but couldn't yet claim. What once kept repeating, the arguments, the setbacks, the disappointments, the self-doubt, will cease to have power. The universe is realigning your cycles with stability, purpose, and momentum that is intentional and sustaining. And here's the deeper truth. The end of old cycles is not only about what is leaving, it is also about what is arriving. With each cycle that closes, you gain space for clarity, wisdom, and alignment. You gain room for relationships, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with your soul rather than deplete it. You gain the ability to navigate life from a place of strength, not survival. This is the transition from merely enduring existence to thriving with purpose. So I ask you now, chosen one, can you feel it? Can you sense the weight lifting from your shoulders, the patterns unraveling, and the quiet, steady pulse of new stability beneath your feet? These cycles were never permanent. They were the crucible that refined you. And now the cycles are ending. Your endurance is rewarded. Your patience is honored. Your peace is approaching. The old is closing, the new is arriving, the loops that once defined you are breaking. And as they fall away, chosen one, you will finally step into a life of clarity, alignment, and divine rhythm. A life where stability, peace, and purpose are no longer dreams, but your new reality. Chosen one. Now we arrive at the moment you have been waiting for, the culmination of patience, endurance, and faith. Your new timeline is activating. Feel that, chosen one. Feel the energy shifting around you, subtle at first, like a breeze carrying whispers of what is about to arrive, and then stronger, undeniable, as if the universe itself is clearing a path for your destiny. This is not a small change. This is the biggest shift you've ever experienced. The old timeline, with its blocks, delays, and cycles of struggle, is dissolving. And in its place, a new reality is taking shape. A reality where life begins to flow instead of resist. For years, you have walked through resistance. You have worked tirelessly, prayed fervently, and moved with intention, even when circumstances seem to mock your efforts. You may have asked yourself, why isn't anything changing? Or, why does progress feel so slow? All along, chosen one, your divine timeline was aligning in secret. Every struggle, every setback, every moment of waiting was preparing you for this activation. You were being molded, calibrated, and positioned so that when the shift came, you could receive it fully. And now that moment has arrived. Ask yourself this: how does it feel to finally sense that the universe is responding in your favor? To notice that doors are opening where once there were walls, that conversations are flowing instead of stalling, that opportunities arrive at the right time instead of slipping away. This is the sign that your new timeline is active. Your efforts no longer meet invisible resistance. Your prayers no longer seem unheard. The alignment you have sought for so long is now tangible, and the acceleration you have felt building in your spirit is proof that the divine plan is unfolding. In this new timeline, everything shifts, not because your challenges disappear entirely, but because you are stepping into a reality where your energy, your intuition, and your purpose operate in perfect resonance with divine timing. Your intuition sharpens. You see opportunities before they appear to others. Your decisions carry clarity. Your actions are amplified because they are no longer out of sync with the universe. What once required struggle now responds to alignment. What once demanded patience now blooms in perfect timing. And chosen one, notice the liberation this brings. The stress of pushing, the fear of missing out, the anxiety of uncertainty, all of it begins to dissolve. You move forward not by forcing, but by receiving, not by striving, but by aligning. Every effort you put forth multiplies faster. Every connection becomes more meaningful, and every step feels supported by an invisible hand guiding you toward your destiny. This is the magic of a timeline and alignment. The universe no longer works against you. It works through you. So I ask you, are you ready to fully step into this new chapter, chosen one? Are you prepared to release the old timeline, to release the resistance, and to embrace the flow that has been waiting for you? Because as this activation continues, life begins to respond differently. You are finally where you are meant to be. You are finally aligned, and everything that has been held back, delayed, or hidden is now moving toward you. Not by chance, but by divine orchestration. Your new timeline is here. Your path is clear. Your alignment is complete. And chosen one, the life you were always meant to live is now ready to unfold.